So I'm in Phu Quoc, Vietnam, and I'm on the beach. Really nice beach here. Only small problem is you've got a lot of Vietnamese getting drunk at the moment. It's on a Sunday and it's their day off, so it's kind of their only chance to get drunk. So it does get a little bit noisy at time. Anyway, I want to answer the question, is Phu Quoc better than Phuket? I spend about 6 months of the year in Phuket, so I know it really well. I've only been here about 3 days. I was going to come here last year and I read that it's a bit of a building site and it's a bit boring, so I didn't come. And then this year I read a bit more. I read some things that said it was like paradise and it's the new Phuket. So I thought I'd come down here and just see which it is. I walked a few kilometers all up and down the different beaches, and I got a motorbike out yesterday and I've got that today as well. And I did about 50 kilometers all around the island. I will say the positives afterwards, but I do want to talk about the negatives first. I think that they could make this a really good place. It's got loads of potential, but they really are doing it wrong. The first thing about it is, whereas in Phuket, you can pretty much drive right around the edge of the island and just look at the beaches. You've got some fantastic views as you go up and down the hills. You can actually see the beaches, you can see the bays. And that's what I really like about Phuket. But here you can't do that. When you're driving, you can't see the sea. The nearest it comes along this beach, which is on the west, is about 300 meters away from the sea. So you have to keep going down different places to try and see it. And on the other side, it's a few kilometers from the sea. So you've got to go down maybe 3 or 4 kilometers down a road just to see if the beach is good or not. And you haven't got those views. The other thing, they're building along the south part of the west coast. They're building these really big complexes and they're right next to the sea, and then they're blocked off. So the actual beaches are public, but you can't get to them because they're blocked off by these different complexes that they're building, and they're just at the moment construction sites. Especially where I'm staying, you can't even really get to the beach. The first day I went down from where I'm staying to the road, and then from the road you've got all these hotels that kind of block the beach off. So I went down one and it says trespassers will be prosecuted. Well, the guard just kind of told me to go down there, but it's not very good. It's kind of not easy. The other thing is that there are a lot of places that really haven't got character. Driving around the island, there's actually nothing on most of it. So you're just driving along and you've got fields either side. There's a few cows occasionally, but mostly it's just a dual carriageway, a few motorbike shops, but no real character. The only places I saw with character were the port, which looked quite busy, and also the other side of the river, rather than the tourist market, which is on the south of the river. It was quite good. I drove the motorbike through the actual local market, and that was pretty interesting. The place I would stay, if you're going to stay here, then I would stay near Rory's Bar and Sunset Bar, I think it's called, around that area, and get a place near the beach. Then you can just really relax. If you want to relax in holidays, it's great. You can just go to the beach and then go back, and then at night you can go to one of the bars on the beach. So I think that's fine. And then if you want to go somewhere, there are some islands and I think you can get boats out to them. You could also do some diving. And the other thing is to maybe walk around the port a little bit or go to the market. You could go to the night market, which is on the south of the river, or you could go to the market that's the north of the river. I didn't see many foreigners there, but it was more realistic. It's the actual locals doing the shopping. So it's just more interesting. For me, I would say it's more interesting rather than the tourist stuff. So in general, the positives I would say is that if you want a quiet holiday and pretty nice beaches, you want to chill out, then it is a place that you can come to. I probably would go to Thailand first, but if you've been to Thailand a few times, then come here.